And welcome back to the Geelong Cricket Show. It is that time of the week. Yes, the Duck of the Week Award. Thank you very much, Glenn. You can have a rest there, me mate. Settle down. There was a couple of very notables this week. One sitting at our table, Tim Michell.
Lucas, you make a duck.
But no, the Duck of the Week Award this week goes to the North Geelong stalwart, Colin Millard. Congratulations, you're in the side. We need a bit of a bowling, but you can bat too. But Colin Millard from North Geelong takes out the Duck of the Week Award for this particular week. The Geelong Cricket Association, they are coming down to a culmination of their home and away season that they would not believe. It is magnificently set for a season at the present time. Grovedale, Geelong West on top, 54 points each, followed by East Belmont, St Joseph's, Lara and North Geelong are into the six. And I suppose the very critical game this afternoon, Tim Michell, St Joseph's take on Grovedale. And if Grovedale lose, they could drop from first place to fifth place in this very important two-day game.
It's amazing how tight it is, Graham, and obviously coming into finals, you want to have the option, no matter how good your form line is, and you look at Geelong West, they've won 7 on the trot, so their form line's fantastic as Fano just gets a little bit funny there and just flashes up the duck. Yes, I did get a duck last week, and I wasn't going to talk about it, but we are talking GCA. Grovedale and St Joseph's as I refocus. It's going to be a really important game. That double chance really is a very crucial game, and I think whichever side wins it probably is going to get a double chance, and that's really how tight it is. As you said, Grovedale could slip from first to fifth, and it's something we saw with Joey's last week, getting knocked off by Lara, fell from first to fourth. So obviously they won't want another loss going into finals.
Lucas, your thoughts?
Yeah, it'd be an exciting game. You'd probably have to go with Grovedale on the back of Barry's performance on the weekend, and having that extra little hit at the end there with KP smashing 60 out of 75 might just turn the corner.
And also East Belmont in third position. Are they out for a run? Because if they win, they could certainly come into the top. They're in the top three. They'll stay in the top three as they take on Leopold. And this could be a very, very challenging game for Leopold.
Oh, I think it will be, Graham. And we've seen East Belmont put together some really good form as well. When they were challenged probably a few weeks ago, sitting about 7th or 8th, and their finals position was in question. But since then, the boys out at East Belmont really have put together some good form. Mark Hanley's in great touch with the bat, and we saw him obviously carry that form into the Country Week a few weeks ago as well. So with him and Sam Scannell also playing really well, I think East Belmont will take out that one pretty easily, and potentially, depending on the way other results go, could finish top as well.
Give the Lions any chance, Lucas?
Unfortunately not, mate. I think they've been just a bit inconsistent, and obviously finals generally figure prominently. East Belmont quite easily.
The team that is in form and on the march, the Geelong West Rams, they have won 7 on the trot. And this weekend, for the next 2 Saturdays, they play the bottom side, Newtown and Chilwell, the 2 Blues. Geelong West are really charging towards top position and their chance to hold on to back-to-back premiership opportunities in season 09-10.
Yeah, they're certainly building some ominous momentum at the right time of the season, Graham, playing some really good cricket. It's a sort of game maybe where 7 on the trot, they might take Newtown and Chilwell a little bit lightly, and who knows, the 2 Blues might just surprise a couple by springing a surprise on the first day. But I think there's just far too much quality in that Geelong West side. Obviously, they'll be looking to get Glenn Tallarico and also Sam Loftus hopefully back into that side and get them some form under their belt before finals as well. So if those 2 come back into the Geelong West side, you really can't see a way for Newtown and Chilwell to take the points in that one.
Lucas, your thoughts?
Yeah, I feel sorry for Newtown. Pretty strong side, and having the headache of fitting Glenn and Sam in is only going to strengthen that.
The Lara Cats make the journey to where? Probably out the Chapel Oval out at the grammar school, where they take on the Geelong City Sharks. And the Sharks are in the hot seat, and Lara will not let them off the hook.
They certainly are. Geelong City obviously are a side that are under a little bit of pressure with potential relegation looming, with, as we said, Thompson playing some seriously good cricket in Division 2. They're looking like the most likely side to come up there, but in this game it's just going to be another easy win, I think, for Lara. They'll cement their place in the top 6 and do it pretty easily against Geelong City. Hopefully, from the Cats' perspective, they'll be eyeing off to a top 3 finish and a double chance as well.
The Lara Cats for you, Lucas?
Yeah, with the skipper back, I'm sure he'll be hungry for runs after the enforced layoff.
Christopher John Banbury, welcome back. Talking to Johnny Spears last Sunday, and I'm sure he's expecting big things of you, Christopher. Bellpost Hill take on Manifold Heights up at Windy Hill, and by gee, it was windy up there last Saturday, believe me. But it doesn't really rate in a top 6 challenge. but the Belpost Hill boys will want to finish on a winning note.
Yeah, I think they will, Graham. They're too good a side not to finish on a winning note. They'll be disappointed with the way their season has panned out. They were looking like a top 3, potentially top 4 finisher at the start of the season. We're putting together some really good form, and as much as there is a lot of quality in that Belpost Hill side, they are going to finish outside the top 6, but I can see them finishing with a win over the next couple of weekends against the Manifold Heights.
Belpost Hill boys for you, Lucas?
Yeah, the Panthers pretty easily.
The Panthers pretty easy, and into the final game, and this will be a cliffhanger. It is currently North Geelong in 6th position, taking on South Barwon in 7th position. The winner will make a finals appearance for season 2009-10, North Geelong and South Barwon, and it's being played down at South Barwon. Tim Michell.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether that gives them much of an advantage. Their form line's not all that fantastic, South Barwon, but obviously there's a lot of pressure on. They do know how to play this time of the season pretty well. They're a side that's gone deep into finals over the last few seasons, so I'm sure Brad Hornstein will have his boys up and about with plenty to play for. It's going to come down to percentage in this one as well. It's amazing how close it is between South Barwon and North Geelong, but South Barwon just holding the edge a little bit in terms of that percentage and sitting 7th at the moment, so they do need a victory, but for North Geelong, I think just that opportunity to play finals. They haven't been there for probably at least 3 or 4 years, so I think North Geelong, with that opportunity ahead of them, might just sneak the points at South Barwon.
The Magpies for you, Lucas?
I'll take South, mate, with Big Ando filling up another bag.
Big Ando, he picked up 5 last round. He's looking for another bag this weekend, but it'll be a great 2-day game between South Barwon and North Geelong down at South Barwon. And while I mentioned North Geelong, congratulations to the North Geelong Cricket Club. Yes, they put on a fantastic day last Sunday afternoon, a tribute to Alf Clark for his run-making record in the Geelong Cricket Association. There's Rawlo's book with the personal autograph by Alf Clark. Thanks, Alfie. It was a great tribute to him, and congratulations to Lee Mellington, Roger Allen, and all the boys, all the men and the ladies for their wonderful work out there. In Division 3 of the Geelong Cricket Association, Winchelsea take on the Teesdale Tadpoles, and Corio take on Little River, and the other game, Anarchy and Corio-based Cricket and Sports Club, they all are looking for the home sides for victory to ensure a place in the top 6, but St Albans Breakwater look as if they'll hold on, and without question, they're currently 84 points to 68 in 2nd position.
Yeah, it's going to be a really tight finish across all grades, Graham, and certainly looking forward to it almost as much as I'm looking forward to that spread down at Wellington a little bit later today. Might just hold off on the breakfast just to fit a little bit extra in. Well,
maybe you won't be. Will you get a chance to bet again today?
No, I don't want another chance. I batted that poorly last week. Now, I'd love to redeem myself, but it wasn't a great week last week.
Thanks to our special guest Lucas Cameron this morning. Tim Michell, Rawlo saying until next week on the Geelong Cricket Show. Catch ya.